The first step to install the air gap is to choose your installation point. They're typically mounted on the overflow of a tank, and it's ideal to put it probably 300 millimeters or a foot down from the overflow. It just helps the water flow through it a bit better. When you've got it at this height, key things you need to note, make sure that you can access it easily for maintenance if you need to, so just make sure that it's not too high. And if you've got a charged stormwater line downstream from here, just make sure that the air gap is going to be sitting above where the level of water is going to be. Again, that'll just make sure that your stormwater system is working appropriately. So the first step is, we're just going to mark out that point, which is going to be about here. And I'm just going to trim this pipe to suit. So we've cut our pipe here. The next thing to do is install the air gap. You'll note that on the top surface, it has a install this way facing up text on top. So it is important that it goes in the right way. So the first thing to do is to prime and glue your air gap and your pipe. And then all we're going to do is glue it into position with the air gap facing outwards. That just allows the water to flow out easily. And then for the bottom socket, all we're going to do there again is to prime and glue the pipe and also the socket of the air gap. And that's how to complete the installation. Now you'll note here that I've had this second pipe loose just for the sake of this demonstration. But if you are chopping a pipe which is already in place, just make sure you cut out the appropriate amount of pipe before you put your air gap in. And you'll note that there's a particular socket depth on the top and bottom. So just take that into consideration when making your measurements. Different countries might have different adapters, so just make sure you put your adapters in first before you do this, and that'll make sure you get the right gap.